Howdy, this is Tom, the Disabled Prepper. Welcome back. So this video is basically an announcement saying that I am canceling and closing down the That's Armageddon series. My original intent on that was to prepare information for everyone's use in ways that they could prepare ahead of time for the end of days, the trials and tribulations of the earth as God prepares to return, as Christ prepares to return to the earth. And if you don't have any interest in biblical in biblical discussion, then you're going to have no interest in this, would have had no interest in this series anyways. So those who do have interest in that series, I'm just going to finish real quick and explain why I'm not going to finish the series. Primarily because obviously the precursor to the Great Tribulation is the roaring of the seas and signs from heaven and the bewilderment of man and several other things, nation against nation. These are common things that we've been seeing in movies for 30 years. It's common, kind of, so to speak, common nomenclature that's used in scripts in order to describe something horrible happening at the end of man's time on the earth. Now, I tried to differentiate between everything before the Great Tribulation and everything after. Everything after the Great Tribulation, there's 21 judgments that God's going to bring on the earth. For instance, all the water's going to turn to blood. There's going to be 100-pound hailstones mixed with fire, and 19 other things that God's going to curse the world with. I thought of that, and how there's no way to prep for all of the water in the world turning to blood. I thought, well, okay, we can just distill it. Well, how do you distill blood into water? And is that really practical? Can that really be done? And if so, are we really going to survive all that? Because as one judgment is happening, a second one's going to come along. So you could be sitting there at a campfire with what's left of all the wood on the earth, because everything's been burned up. Remember, a third of the grass is going to be burned, a third of the trees is going to be burned, So you're sitting there with what's left of the wood on the earth, and you're at a campfire, and you built a little homemade still, and you're distilling blood that you got out of this what was once a stream, but is now a blood-filled stream. And you're distilling this blood to try to turn it back into water to drink, and all of a sudden a 100-pound hailstone mixed with fire lands on your head. I didn't really intend for it to be humorous, but as I started to develop how I was going to present this information, it got eerily comical to me. It just got... Anyway, so as preppers, we are going to prepare for adversity and disaster. And everything up to and including the Great Tribulation is going to be adversity and disaster. We've already know that. So there's nothing I can really segment from all the normal information. I can't say, okay, this is going to be different. This is going to be new and useful information that you can't apply in other cases. So, like I say, as I came to develop this series, I found that I just couldn't do it. There was no way I could present new or useful information to you that I can't already apply to what we're already going through. Hurricanes, and everybody knows I'm a climate change denier. But I think these things worsening on the earth are not because of climate change. I think it's because, as God said, the roaring of the seas, signs from heavens, the bewilderment of man, nation against nation, and all that. All of these things are going to continue to increase. So there's nothing new that we can really learn on how to prepare for a hurricane. There's nothing new we can really learn on how to prepare for the chaos that's coming on our society. For instance, what's happening in Virginia right now with the governor declaring a state of emergency, and militias and tens of thousands of people gathering in Virginia to protest their attempt to overthrow the public and force tyranny and fascism on the residents of that state. And that is a part of the bewilderment of the people. Antifa's supposedly going to be there, and they're going to try to cause rioting and destruction, and that is all part of the picture of the end times. So I'm going to close this series down, and I appreciate you paying attention to it for what little bit good it may have offered you. And I'm presenting it. I'm going to start a new series, which is going to have a different slant to it. It's going to come from a different angle. And that video will be following this one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I got 39 of them now. I'm getting ready. I want to do another giveaway because I may have 40 real soon. Who knows what I'll do next. And 2020 is turning out to be a very interesting year. We're 2 weeks into or 3 weeks into the new year, and look what the hell's happening already. Anyway, remember to always keep your nose in the wind and your eyes along the skyline. Until we meet again.